Hey everyone, it is September 16th, and as promised, I'm back with another video. We can just start with the market analysis. So today I watched Spector's video on position sizing, and he had this method of conducting market analysis on a daily, hourly, 15-minute, and 5-minute, and kind of ranking his kind of outlook on the market on a scale from like -3 to 3. -3 being as bearish as you can be, and 3 being as bullish as you can be. So kind of having that being your like thesis on the market and what you expect it to do for the day to kind of go into your game plan and like influence how you trade throughout the day. So we can just start with the daily. So today we went a little higher, but overall we didn't move too much. As you'll see in 5 minutes, it was kind of all over the place for a little bit, but then kind of a little bit of direction going up. We surpassed the high of the September 13th candle by like less than 10 cents, so not too different. As I said, we're still kind of stuck in this range between like 555 to all-time high, and I believe that we're going to be staying in this range until the FOMC on Wednesday. I think that's going to kind of dictate which way we're going to go, however the market reacts to that. But tomorrow and early Wednesday, I see it's just kind of going not really anywhere, kind of just staying in this range. I can see it's kind of staying in the upper bounds, but overall, I just see it's kind of going not that far. So overall, I am neutral. As I said, shorter term on the daily, I'm kind of neutral until the FOMC, but I'm slightly bullish a little bit just based off of recent price action. But overall, I would say I'm neutral. On the scale, I'd give myself like a 1, so a little bit bullish. We can go down to the hourly now and look at some of the candles on the hourly. So this was a drop on September 11th. Then we had this very strong buying from later September 11th at 11 all the way till around like September 13th at 11. And then we just kind of compressing in this small range since then. So I don't really see us moving too far out of this range tomorrow and early Wednesday. So overall on this, I would say I'm probably like a 2 bullish wise because this is pretty strong buying. And as you can see here with one option's new trade signals, we have a buy signal on the hourly, and it hasn't shown an exit signal yet or a sell signal, so it's still kind of in that cycle. So I do think we're going to be on the hourly. I am slightly more bullish than the daily. We can go down to the 15-minute, and we can look at that. So this is a strong buying. And this was on Friday, and this is today. So as you can see, we're kind of, as I said, on the hourly, stuck in this kind of range area from around, I would say from the low, like around this candle, so like 560 to like 563, kind of stuck between that. So overall, on the shorter time frame than 15, I would say I'm probably a 0. We're not going anywhere. It's kind of choppy and volatile, so it's not the best setup for trading shorter term. So I would say I'm 0, pretty much exactly neutral. And lastly, on the M5 on SPY. So today we didn't gap up really at all. We opened pretty flat. Then then we had some selling early on, followed by buying, more selling, choppy, and then we were able to finally break up a VWAP at like 12:45, and we stayed above it for the rest of the day. But overall, with this price action on the 5 minute, it's just it's just volatile. That's all I really see. Very long candles. Not the greatest volume. I would say it's pretty, as you can see with 1.0 volume, it's a lot of time below average. But it's just super long candles, a lot of tails, a lot of wicks. So pretty difficult conditions to trade shorter term. So this is what kind of I'm expecting for tomorrow and early Wednesday, kind of this choppy mess. And so yeah, that's kind of my outlook on the market right now. So now we can go over my last picks that I gave. So for a short, I gave PPC. I still believe this is a decent short, just based off the past selling. Today I had a little bit of strength, but overall it's still relatively weak, as you can see by the RRS indicator. The volume today was pretty good, so this may be like kind of a support area. But if I see it break below the low of the September 13th candle, it's definitely, in my opinion, a decent short. Because it just has heavy volume compared to what it normally has. So PPC is still good in my opinion. If the market doesn't react well to the FOMC, PPC I think is going to break the support level and continue down. For the long is Walmart. Today Walmart kind of really didn't go anywhere. So not really much to say about Walmart. It was down a little bit today, but overall I think longer term this price action is strong and just orderly. So I think if the market reacts well to the FOMC, it will continue its path up. But today it didn't do too much. Kind of formed like a doji in my opinion. But so those are the two picks. And now I will give some new picks for tomorrow. So I will be back with some new picks. All right, I'm back with some picks. So for my long pick, I know Pete's already mentioned this and Spectre's already mentioned this, but I like APP for the long. Just this heavy buying these past 3 days and just the follow through from the breaches of these trend lines. As you can see, heavy volume all 4 days. So I don't think this is just going to stop. I think it's going to be continued strength, especially if the market approaches this all-time high and potentially makes a new all-time high. I think APP will be leading the charge with that. We can look at the intraday, take extended hours off. So as you see, has a gradual increase today. Had early heavy buying, and the rest was kind of just making higher lows throughout the day. But the market, as I mentioned, it was kind of pretty volatile today, pretty choppy. So APP, I think, kind of held its own today. As you can see, it's a pretty clear trend. It's just a little choppy. Goes up, it comes down a little bit, goes back up, but overall it's making higher lows, so I like that. I can see this continuing its path up into tomorrow and Wednesday. So APP is my pick for the long. And for my short, I picked DV. I like the heavy volume these past 3 days, and just overall its trend since around July 31st after its earnings has been down, pretty strong selling. And especially compared to the market, because the market's always first, the past 4 days or past 6 days has been green, while the past 6 days has been majority red. with pretty decent volume. So I like that about the EV. We can look at the intraday. Overall, pretty noticeable trend down. We just got a sell signal on the M5 basis, so that's good. A good entry point. And so overall, I like DV as a short if the market doesn't react well to the FOMC. So those are my picks, and tomorrow I'll review how they're doing, and also review how Walmart and PPC are doing as well. So thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.